Okay, boys and girls, what we need is more cowbell, but we don't have cowbells. But what we need is more peanut butter and jelly, Charles. Charles caught his 2 little flurries of fish catches have come on peanut butter and jelly colored stuff, and I have not thrown a peanut butter and jellied anything. I need to throw that today too, probably. So we're gonna get a few. I got, like, everywhere I look there's peanut butter and jelly. We've got the little baby structure jig from Denny Brower and Strike King. The full at the boat.
Crap out of me.
Charles is like,
right at the boat. I mean,
that's like, his peanut butter. I saw that. It was like, so proof's in the pudding right there. We've got our little Rogers Sporting Goods, 50 cent, or no, they're $1. You buy 10 for $10. If you buy 10, you get them $1 a piece. I think there's a Phoenix. We have everything in this under the sun peanut butter and jelly. So what I'm going to do now is rig up probably this guy right here. That's the one we got after tracking down the one that worked so well for Matt. I think that's 1/2 ounce. That's a 3/8 here, and I think I added, yeah, I think I even added a little color to that one. But that's a 3/8. I think we need a 1/2, maybe not. Then we got 5/8. And you know what? No, this one just doesn't have that much of that color. It's got it on bottom. That 5/8 looks juicy, Charles.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose it. We're gonna throw it though. 5/8.
There's not really much out here to lose it on. I mean, there's a few rocks.
And then normally I would go in here and look for all this and all that, but I'm gonna go first off with the peanut butter and jelly, just like what Charles was. So right here, peanut butter and jelly. We're gonna cut it down.
I think we need to back up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Go that way more.
Pull us back to the anchor and shorten up.
Because I think we're almost right on top of them.
We are.
But what Matt had run on here was that green pumpkin, purple and gold, and I may do that, but I think first thing I want to try is we're going to go with this right here.
What happened?
Probably just like we do on the chatterbait. I'll cut it right at the top of the smooth part, the little belly of it, like that. Drop that in Charles's boat, because it's Charles's boat. We don't have to worry about it. And then Charles got to clean this boat anyway. He don't care. Rig that peanut butter and jelly on this jig. You want jelly on top, peanut butter on bottom, just in case. That's how you make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, right, Charles?
Yep, always.
Always remember, you put the peanut butter on the bottom slice, and the slice that's going on top is the jelly. That's always the way they've been made for centuries now, I think. When was peanut butter and jelly invented, Charles?
I have no idea.
Charles,
it was that one guy, Carver, George Washington Carver.
Carver invented them?
Wasn't it him?
Dude, I have no idea.
He invented peanut butter, and immediately he was like, no, jelly needs to belong with this.
Jelly needs to go with peanut butter?
The next day after he created
that's probably
peanut butter,
true.
he's like, oh yeah, jelly.
So, peanut butter was invented before jelly, you're telling me?
No, jelly was invented first.
But then he knew.
He knew instantly. He was like, yeah, peanut butter, you gotta have jelly.
So it's a possibility that if maybe he invented peanut butter initially to go with jelly.
He may have.
So if jelly would have never been invented, peanut butter wouldn't be invented, and we wouldn't be sitting here right now having a silly conversation about peanut butter and jelly, listening to frogs. My God. The way the world works. Let's go, Charles. Let's get out here. Maybe the sun's getting to us. We thought we were all right. Maybe the sun has ate us up, but we're going to turn around right here. Let's go live. Let's keep it fresh. Charles, repositions. I gotta get my bearings again. Okay, right there. That dude, I think I should have, you know what? I'm looking at it going, I almost needed it a little bit longer for as big as that bait is, but I think it'll be all right. I think right there somewhere, maybe. Let's just see. Let's just take a gander. they're hitting all over here, them little dinks, but I think the big ones, I think this bait, if there's a chance for me to catch a big fish, it'll be on a peanut butter and jelly jig. Charles, what do you got? I got a fish. I got a fish. Charles ain't got the big one. This is bad luck. He'll probably pop off. He's not that big, and it was the very first cast. Get in this boat right there by Charles. Yep, yours bigger than mine. So all of that talk, Charles, about peanut butter and jelly for that dink, but guess what? He was hooked. Good, right on our, maybe the GLX's jig rod.
Didn't I get that jig?
Let me look at it. Is that a no?
It's got the little short.
No, you got that somewhere else, because that dude has, that's a good jig. It's got peanut butter and jelly brush guard.
Yeah.
That is like a rarity.
Oh yeah.
Let's go right there. Yeah, they normally come just brown or green, or that thing looks like it's got like a, you know, brush guard to match the deal, which is pretty good. That is not, I was gonna say, it's not a cheap Rogers, that's for sure. The Rogers jig is I mean, I've got some of the but there's a Roger, like, see just how plain looking that is. I mean, it works. Sometimes that's all it takes, but that one you got's a little fancier. It still may be a cheap jig from like their house brand or whatever.
Right. I don't think Everhart's had their house brand. They used to before COVID.
Yeah.
And then they just don't anymore. Now everything's just name brand. Because that's where I used to get all my shaky head jigs there, because I could buy bulk unpainted.
There's a hit.
Cheap.
Get on it. Oh, I pulled it right out of his mouth. I bet you they're grabbing hold of that sinker. I've like pulled it out of 2 fishes' mouths, I think. I'm gonna give this a little go, and then I think they're I don't know, it's like if you aim at that tree somewhere right in there, before you get to where this over here comes out, is where there's like a, I call it like it channels into this hole.
Right.
And normally we would,
what I'm doing is when I feel it bouncing the rocks is when I usually pick them up.
yeah, well, we used to set further back and throw rattle traps further this way, or jigs. There's, oh, I found something. I was stuck for a second.
Yeah, we were right on top of those rocks. Oh, he got my zinker.
Oh, dude, he robbed you, Charles. Charles got robbed. Yeah, this jig is like getting, not caught, but like it gets, it's kind of stuck for a split second, and then it pops off something, so.
Oh, this is like a sprayed grass. Not a peanut butter and jelly, it's like a sprayed grass.
I was gonna say, it's got like a different weed guard than is normal on. Most of them don't have a different color. Whatever color one strand is, they're all that.
Yeah.
So that's a little fancy or whatever. Okay. Maybe I'm thinking maybe I need something to actually swim behind it. Would help. So, well, 2 things.
Zinkers, or what are you?
Yeah, zinkers. What I'm gonna do, I think I may have put it on a little too long, or not long enough. So I'm gonna extend the zinkers just a little bit. So like that, just to give it a little more back there trailing behind it.
Flip, okay.
So when I just any kind of move, since there's not a ton of movement, there's a ton of movement with the zinkers on a I'm gonna throw over you, right? But then on these little jigs, and you're just bound there popping them. I think I got a tick on my belly. Nope, I thought I did. I got paranoid. There's a hit.
I just feel some weight
Yeah, well, I definitely had a fish. You may be feeling my line now. I swear I got a tick crawl. I got the heebie-jeebies. Stuff's crawling on me now. You got me and your fish, I think. I think I'm still on. Oh, we got each other. You got a fish. You had a fish.
You gave me your bad luck.
You had a fish.
You touched my line.
Yeah, I know.
It came
Watch
off.
this.
Man.
Charles is going to be struggling on the struggle bus, and I'll have my luck back. As soon as I find this tick, that may not be a tick. It could just be me getting paranoid. I found 2 ticks on me earlier, so. Now the slightest little.
Oh shit!
You gotta hit that fast.
Yeah, it like pulled. Just had the rod, and it like took the whole tip over.
I may need to impart.
Nothing there.
I think I may leave this one alone and then rig up one of those. That other one with a. I'd swear this bait got lighter. It got lighter because it's got a fish on it.
It was carrying it to you.
Well, you know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
oh, dude. I'm like, I'd swear
They're
this.
not hitting it. They're just kind of picking it up, moving
Like, I
around.
swear this bait is lighter now than the 5/8 that I threw out there and was dragging it, on, you know, bumping it on bottom. It didn't feel. It felt like it was bumping though. Like I felt like I was still moving it, and I couldn't feel anything pulling back. It just felt lighter than when I first threw it out. They are definitely on a kind of a weird. Let me just try. That is working. So let's stick with that. I'm gonna actually go 3/8, so it's gonna be take longer to get down there, but when I pop it, it'll pop more, and then I'm gonna put a what you call it on it, a swimming deal on the bottom, just to see, try that compared to that one just kind of on bottom. Sometimes you can get them. If I can find my where did I do with my? There's all of that.
I got some rattles.
Well, I took the rattle off, unfortunately. So we're gonna add one of these. I probably got one in that other box if I want to mess with opening, but we're gonna take a brand new one. So we're gonna get, and we're not putting a big rage menace, we're putting a baby rage menace for a couple reasons. We're in the land of dinks, but also a lot of times that's all they want. So we're gonna leave it whole and just put that on and try it. Just to get just the tip, Charles, of that on the bait keeper. Put it on just like it. This may not even.
Backed off just right.
This may not even be a brand new one.
Right in front of us. But, just enough in front of us.
Let me see what that looks like. So yeah, just that smaller little deal, and then just that little flappy flap, if you guys can see that. So let's try. Well, just like in the winter, this is the honey hole of the spot, just to set and catch fish. Kind of keeps loaded up. We'll let mine simmer. We'll watch Charles and his little peanut butter. I think he runs a lot longer zinkers. Do you put a whole zinkers on?
No, it's caught in this fence.
Oh. But I think you still run longer
Yeah, a little bit longer.
than I do on chatterbaits and jigs. So that dude is definitely, I won't be able to feel the bottom contact as well, but that's okay.
I go about 1/4 of an inch in front of the brain bucket. The little brain thing.
Yeah, see, I go either even with it, and then some little baits I cut the opposite end. I cut that off.
Yeah.
The belly of it, or whatever I call it, the flat, smooth part.
Yeah.
So you actually go above it by a little bit.
Yeah.
So you're only probably taking not even an inch off of the zinkers.
No, I just take like that much off the end.
Well, probably about an inch. I may want to try.
Yeah, it's like they're all up in, because I'm fishing behind this alley. Sure
Catching them.
Oh, that feels like better fish.
Just pulling. I got one. Yeah, we're on top of them because I cast way out and I get almost back to the boat and then I get on a bite. So yeah, we're basically on top of them in peanut butter and jelly in all different shapes and sizes. But honestly, that purple and gold green pumpkin deal kind of gives you a peanut butter and jelly kind of vibe, like a lighter version of it. So let's just watch this, guys. Watch this right at the front of the boat. Let's just see if maybe we're directly on top of some. We have no way of knowing because we don't have any. This is about as old school as you get. You get a boat, a John boat, and a trolling motor.
That's all we got.
And that's what we got.
John boat and a trolling motor. That's not even working correctly. Which is pretty old school.
Oh, I think I just pulled it out of one's mouth. Maybe not. Maybe it was an aggressive rock. Okay, so I think they're right here though. I don't think I need to cast near as far. That's what I was doing. But Charles is throwing what, even with the boat almost, but out to towards the bank.
Well, that one came with the truck, but I was throwing back towards the pavilion over here. We're just like right on top of them, no matter what direction you throw.
Yeah, so we'll see that lines up. Like I said, see that bank over here?
Yeah.
Just this way from it is where we're usually throwing to, aiming at that. Yeah. Which we're almost lined up perfectly for that. So yeah, we're almost directly.
But I'm even throwing over that way.
Yeah, and then they could be anywhere.
Yeah.
When we were on them, they were right in this spot. Yeah. Dude, that was the cover. I set the hook on the wrong thing, but I stuck onto something I just yanked just in case that was a big one grabbing it. I got paranoid, but most of this stuff out here you don't really hang up, but right in this area there's some hang up type stuff. Remember, I used to get stuck with the rattle traps and then they'd pop off eventually and they'd come up with chunks of wood. So there's some kind of old rock and either an old pile maybe they made back when they first made this thing or something, I don't know. There's something out in this cutout area that what in the world are they taking down? What could be up inside your railing in your boat that's white that they're just like...
I guess that foam.
It doesn't look like that foam, but maybe are they trying to build something with that foam, or...
I don't know.
I mean, do you see that trail of them?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
They go up black, they come back black and white.
Yeah. Maybe their eggs are up in there and they're moving there.
Yeah, maybe that now that the boat's dry, they're gonna That is crazy. Of course, I've never sat and watched ants for that long. As long as every time I look down, I'm like, wow, that's hours now. Hours they've been like back and forth, just a little trail of them. And I know I've seen the same ants. I don't know how to tell the difference between ants, but I know that it's the same, however many of them going back and forth. They're workers, man. They're doing it. They're UPS, FedEx. Well, no, they're none of those. They're Amazon dudes. No, they're not those dudes. They're community wholesale tire dudes. Okay, I just like the idea. I think of the bigger one now because it gets down quicker. What weight you throwing? Well, that's what this one is. I felt like I was just more. Let's just go back with him, and I may put a full. May try him with the full Rage Menace. But let's go.
But I'm not even popping mine up. I'm just like scooting and see.
Yeah, you're doing the drag
along the bottom.
Yeah, let me do that with this bigger one. Well, you're sitting down too.
Yeah.
Charles cheating. Let me sit down. Let me just sit down since I'm already worn out from yesterday. Charles over there doing a little boot scoot boogie.
Well, see, yesterday I spent all freaking day moving my mother-in-law, carrying freaking couches and beds and crap. So I'm pretty warm.
Yeah, nobody asked me to help move because they know what the answer would be.
Well, the bad thing is everybody always asks me to move. And then when I need to move, oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm going to be out of town. You know?
Yep, that's why when I move, at the boat, I usually don't ask for help, and then
yeah, I don't ask anymore.
Technically, if you plan your move, you could it doesn't take a lot of people, and you do it over, like, it's the people that like need to move in that one day that drive me nuts.
Yeah.
It's
and
like
that was my mother-in-law. She had to get out of her house and into this one yesterday because she closes.
Right, and you're like, dude, and like, oh, well, we're packed up most stuff, and you get there like nothing's packed.
Right. No, she didn't.
They had everything packed.
Packed everything. No, this was a good, as far as the move goes, this was a good one.
Yeah, I hate the ones that aren't even packed and ready, and you're like, oh my God. Would you throw it off?
Yeah, it like something caught.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it backlashed and caught and threw it off.
Charles, P-Line Original. I'm going to keep that footage. I see it. That ain't P-Line Original, is it?
No, out there. Do you see the lure?
What lure is it?
The my 14-foot peanut butter and jelly freaking crank.
Oh, it's out there, but I don't see it. I thought you said the jig on.
No.
Oh, you probably get what, 10-pound line?
This? Yeah.
Yeah, you backlash with 10-pound line. I hit a lot of times, thoink. That's why I only have a couple rods. I'm sitting down, I can't see crap, but no. That bait, I'm sure it's right there. You're gonna have to go get right on top of it before you can see it.
Right, because the waves and the glare.
Yeah, but no, I didn't even look for it first because I thought it was your jig. There we go, Charles the Giant. Oh my God. Woo! No.
Bad thing is you can't find it. I haven't been able to find those firetails.
Oh yeah.
Quit carrying them.
They got them. Rogers has them.
Oh really?
Yeah, Rogers has firetail. They have a lot of stuff now. Oh, that dude's almost a bleeder. Sorry, buddy.
Make a run to Liberty.
Yeah.